Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE WrestleMania 41 did not go according to plan for Roman Reigns, as Paul Heyman betrayed his tribal chief and aligned with Seth Rollins. Today, the company released promotional material for Money in the Bank 2025, and it seems like the original tribal chief will miss the event. Money in the Bank is arguably one of the most popular annual events in the Stamford-based promotion and has grown in popularity after it became its own entity over a decade ago. For some stars, it's a make-or-break event, as the Money in the Bank briefcase can change the career trajectory. However, it seems like Roman Reigns won't compete or appear at this year's event in Los Angeles. Today, WWE provided more information about Money in the Bank 2025 and released a poster featuring several notable names and current champions across both brands. Unfortunately, the original tribal chief was not mentioned on the company's website for the event, nor was he featured in any of the newly released promotional material. The poster features stars like Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, John Cena, Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, Penta, and more. But there are no signs of Roman Reigns. The original tribal chief's absence from the show shouldn't come as a surprise, as he previously missed out on events after the grandest stage of them all. Last week, Roman Reigns entered WrestleMania and headlined the event for the 10th time in his career in the Stamford-based promotion. However, it didn't go according to his vision, as Paul Heyman did the unthinkable and cost him the match. After the Weissman low-blowed him and sided with Seth Rollins, the original tribal chief came after the duo with vengeance. On a latest edition of WWE Raw, Rollins and Heyman explained their actions to the world, only to be interrupted by CM Punk. The visionary overcame his fierce rival when he blindsided him with a 9 rake, followed by a stomp. The duo continued their act with an unconscious CM Punk in the ring until Roman Reigns appeared. The original tribal hit Rollins with a spear and a Superman punch on Heyman. To everyone's surprise, Braun Breaker appeared and hit Reigns with a spear to protect Paul Heyman. The show closed with Reigns and Punk down and out by Rollins, Breaker, and Heyman. The silence backstage at Allegiant Stadium was deafening. In a night full of historic moments, jaw-dropping returns, and emotional farewells, it was Roman Reigns' crushing defeat in the main event of WrestleMania 41 that left the WWE Universe in shock. The tribal chief, once the most dominant figure in professional wrestling, found himself staring at the lights for a rare clean loss, one that now carries implications far beyond a simple title change. According to multiple sources close to the situation, Reigns may be absent from a major upcoming WWE event, as both his physical and emotional condition in the aftermath of WrestleMania have raised serious concerns. For over 4 years, Roman Reigns reigned supreme over WWE. The head of the table demolished legends, commanded respect, and shaped the very structure of WWE programming around himself. But on this night, under the Las Vegas lights and in front of a sold-out crowd of over 80,000 screaming fans, Reigns' empire came crumbling down in a thunderous finale. While his opponent, a red-hot rising star whose name is now being mentioned alongside WWE's all-time greats, celebrated in the corner of the ring, Roman rolled out, clutching his ribs and limping down the ramp, refusing assistance from officials, refusing to speak to the media, refusing to even look at Paul Heyman, who followed him with a mixture of disbelief and fear in his eyes. The loss wasn't just a defeat, it was personal. It was heartbreaking. And for Roman Reigns, it may have been the beginning of the end. Sources backstage indicate that Reigns, upon arriving in the locker room, threw his gloves against the wall, pushed away camera crews, and locked himself in a private area for over 40 minutes before finally exiting the building without a word. Several superstars tried to reach out: Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, even John Cena, who made a brief appearance earlier in the night, but were reportedly told that Roman's not ready. Medical personnel confirmed Reigns suffered cracked ribs during the match after a devastating series of spears and suplexes. But it wasn't just his body that was wounded, it was his pride. WWE officials are now said to be preparing for the possibility that Roman Reigns will not appear at the upcoming King and Queen of the Ring Premium live event in Saudi Arabia, a show he had been advertised for as recently as 2 weeks before WrestleMania. This absence would mark one of the few times in recent years that Reigns has missed a marquee international event, and whispers backstage suggest it's not just about his injuries, it's about his soul. He's not Roman Reigns right now, one top WWE superstar revealed under anonymity. He's Joe. And Joe just went through the biggest crisis of confidence he's ever had. He's broken. The Bloodline's aura of invincibility has taken a massive hit. Solo Sikoa, who had attempted to assert himself as the enforcer of the family legacy in recent months, was visibly distraught watching Roman lose. His subtle side glances at Paul Heyman following the match hinted at something far more sinister brewing within the Bloodline doubt. Jimmy Uso was nowhere to be seen, while Jey Uso had already walked away from the Bloodline months prior. And now, with Roman Reigns' future uncertain, the once mighty faction feels like a crumbling dynasty, waiting for the final domino to fall. Fans took to social media in droves, sharing their heartbreak, their shock, and their theories. Some believe this is Roman's final run, that this WrestleMania loss was part of a carefully constructed farewell. Others think this is only the beginning of a redemption arc that will see Reigns rebuild himself from the ground up, emerging even more dangerous than before. WWE has refused to comment officially, but Triple H's post-show press conference provided a cryptic tease. Sometimes, Triple H said, "In order to become something greater, you have to be broken." Roman Reigns has carried this company on his back for years. He deserves space. He deserves time. But make no mistake, whatever's next for Roman, it's going to be historic. There are even rumblings that Reigns may take a sabbatical, missing Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and potentially even Survivor Series, as WWE begins transitioning into a new era led by stars like Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, Gunther, and the returning Seth Rollins. But even in his absence, Reigns' shadow looms large. His defeat has become the standard against which others will be measured. The image of him collapsing to his knees, mouth bloodied, eyes glazed, still haunts the minds of fans and fellow superstars alike. Paul Heyman, once the loudest voice in Roman's camp, looked uncharacteristically vulnerable backstage. In an emotional off-camera moment captured by WWE Digital, Heyman clutched his phone, whispered "call him," and walked into the night alone. Insiders suggest Heyman has tried repeatedly to reach Reigns since the match, but has received no response. Some believe Heyman is fearing for his place within the Bloodline, while others suggest he's quietly preparing to help usher in the next phase of Roman's character, whatever that may be. And then there's The Rock, the People's Champion, who had heavily teased a match with Roman Reigns for months and even appeared on Night 1 of WrestleMania 41 in a non-wrestling segment, issued a cryptic tweet the morning after the show: "Even the strongest lions fall, but when they rise again, they're gods." Fans immediately speculated the tweet was aimed at Reigns, and reports have surfaced that Rock was involved in long-term storytelling discussions with WWE management, possibly setting up a clash down the road should Reigns choose to return. But for now, there are no confirmed plans, only uncertainty. The WWE Universe waits, holding its breath. Will Roman Reigns appear at King and Queen of the Ring? Will he address the loss? Will he retaliate against those who failed him? Or will he simply disappear, leaving a void so massive that not even multiple champions can fill it? For now, the locker room moves forward. New champions are crowned. New feuds begin. But behind every new title holder, it is the unspoken question: how long until Roman Reigns returns to claim what he believes is rightfully his? And if he doesn't return, who will step up in a world no longer ruled by the tribal chiefs? Stay tuned. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.